Hello, and welcome back to Fate's Day 9 Unlimited Blade Works. Last time we teamed up with Lancer. We walked through the dark forest. Although we don't know his intentions, having Lancer's help means we don't need to stay at the castle anymore. Lancer must have taken a liking to Sokka as he keeps messing with her and getting hit by her. Of course.
ちょっと、あんたね、ちゃんと自分のマスターがいるんでしょ？ならおとなしくしてなさいよ。キャスターを倒したら敵同士になるんだし、話なんかしてもしょうがないでしょ？
なんだ、敵になるからって話はなしか？見かけによらず余裕がないんだな。相手が仇であろうと、気が合うなら膝交えて語り明かすってのが情だろうに。
No.
いつの時代の人間よ、あんた。
Some people might do that, though.
そういうね、明日には殺すけど今日は親友だなんてのは今時流行らないの。やるとなったら徹底してやらないと相手にも失礼じゃない。
Oh, I wasn't talking about that aspect of it, Rain, because, you know, you're 100% completely being a hypocrite if you're gonna say that.
はあ、そりゃまたつまんねえ世の中になったもんだ。
And Lancer does not learn his lesson. I think they've been repeating the same kind of conversation for a while now.
それよりランサー、自分の役割きちっと分かってるんでしょうね。
ああ、梅雨払いは任せておけ。俺の役目はアーチャーの相手だ。最悪セーバーもどうにかしなくちゃならんが、まあ抑えるだけなら問題ない。
Are we really gonna have a chance if we're gonna be focusing on fighting those two? He speaks objectively. He isn't even scared of fighting Saber and Archer at the same time. Well, okay. Only Archer was out there, though. I feel like we'd have to deal with Saber sooner than he'd have to deal with Saber. Oh, yeah, Saber commented on him when we were training in the dojo. She said Lancer's the best when it comes to surviving. She praised him, saying that with his excellent agility and great experience, Lancer would be an impregnable wall if he went into defense. He must have fought many battles from disadvantageous positions when he was alive. This man ran through fatal battles like a panther and lived on.
それはいいけどな。敵はアーチャーとセイバーだけじゃない。キャスターの下にはアサシンもいるんだろう。なら、最悪あんたの相手は3人ってことになるぞ。
We did see that thing where, didn't she tell him to stick around and protect the place? I suppose that was when Kodamine was there, so maybe not anymore.
ああ、そりゃやべえな。あの野郎は苦手だ。できれば1対1でもやり合いたかね。あの手のやつは遠くから仕留めるに限るが、アサシンは教会には現れない。
どうしてそう断言できるのよ。キャスターが竜道寺に戻らないなら、門番としてアサシンだって呼び戻すんじゃないの？
いや、アサシンはキャスターが呼び出したサーバントだが、それゆえに制約がある。奴はあの場所そのものに呼び出された英霊だ。竜道寺を離れることはできんし、何よりキャスターが呼び戻さんだろう。
Really? Then who killed Ryder? Huh. I'm now confused on that point. Because wasn't that like a clean cut of the neck? I thought it like heavily implied that it was assassin. I could be remembering that incorrectly.
あれはキャスターがマスターに黙って独断で召喚したサーバントだ。マスターが教会にいる以上は隠し通すし、おいそれと竜道寺を手放すこともできまい。
竜道寺を手放せない。それってつまり
聖杯の召喚場所があの山だからだろうな。知っているか？聖杯戦争は今回で5回目だが、聖杯が呼び出される土地は4カ所ある。そのうちの一つが竜道寺であり、教会でもあるわけだ。
I did not realize there were such limitations. Interesting.
ちなみに3回目の召喚場所は教会だったらしい。4回目はどこぞの平地だったそうだ。
What is currently a plane at the very least.
へえ、戦ってれば幸せみたいな人だと思ったけど。
単にマスターが小難しいやつなだけだ。お前たちの事情に関心があるわけじゃない。
けどそっか。 じゃあ今回の召喚場所って1回目と同じ場所に戻ったってことなのね。
Does it actually have to be in a particular place? Okay, sure, I guess. Tazaka starts to ponder. Lancer watches her with delight, walks on in the dark forest. The date has already changed. The day should be dawning by the time we get out of this forest. I mentally prepare myself as I walk. We will fight Caster again in a few hours. I won't hesitate. Even if that girl would have turned into our enemy by then, we will defeat Caster. I have to tell myself that is the most important thing right now. As we head into the battlefield. No matter what may be awaiting us at the church at daybreak, we cannot stop now. And back to almost Valentine's Day. Night, stay, night. Again. Okay. Before that, there's just one more conversation. Just as they exit the forest, and when the sky is beginning to lighten up. Before they go to the church, she informs him of the fact she is kept hidden.
今のうちに言っておくけど、シローが返してくれたペンダントね。あれ、一つしかないものなの。
She does not tell him what that means. And, well, he does not actually really inquire about it either. It is because such matters are unnecessary when they are about to face their greatest enemy ever, Caster. Like, never can have someone more threatening than Caster in any of the routes. She's always going to be super threatening. The one and only pendant. The one he found in her room and returned to her. The one he found on that night and put on his into his desk. Now is not the time to ask about the contradiction.
言っておかなくちゃいけないのはそれだけよ。シローが私の部屋で見つけたペンダントってあーちゃんに返してもらったものなんだ。私はてっきりあいつが拾ってきてくれたものだと思ってたけど。
Well, the decisive battle is near. The tall church can be seen in the horizon. Tazaka says she wants to confirm one last time. Our roles are already set. Lancer withdraw Archer and Saber away from Caster. We will use that opening to attack Caster. Lancer asks ironically if we would be able to beat her by ourselves. To that?
まあね。私とキャスターを1対1にしてもらえれば、まず裏をかけると思う。
You have something specific in mind? Tazaka answers with confidence. I don't know. I guess her biggest weakness is her ego, right? So goad her into a situation where she thinks she has a huge advantage, maybe? And then, I don't know, surprise attack maybe with Emiya? I don't know. What actually, like... I don't know what she means by outwitting her. I hope we're not involved because we haven't been told the plan. She didn't even tell us when we asked. So it must be a plan that will have a lower success rate if we know about it. Then what I need to do is fulfill Tazaka's demand. With all my might, I'll keep Kuzuki from protecting Caster. If I need them, I will project his swords as many times as necessary. I close my eyes and dive inside myself. The magic circuit inside of me is stable. Magic beyond one's ability will destroy the Caster. Half of my body became numb the first time. It's easy, and nothing happened to me the second time. There's no guarantee that the third time will be the same, but I don't think it's a problem to project his swords. My body's stable. The magic circuit that was hard enough to construct is easily activated now. It's like there's a fake nerve behind my real nerves, and they are reversible with a push of a button. A bit like how Rin introduced it last round. Now I'm trying to convince myself that it's because I've gotten used to it. That's technically true. I can easily prepare the swords. Projection has become my primary weapon. It's a big improvement over 10 days ago. It's not only my magic, my sword technique is also improved as well. The reason behind it? No, I try not to think about the reason. It's more important to beat Caster and take back Saber. Asking myself stupid questions can come after the battle. The headache gets stronger as I near the church. It's just like when I was looking for Tasaka, but I avoid thinking about that because, you know, there was a bad ending involved in that. Especially at this time of day. We should come later in the day, man. Maybe Gilgamesh will be here at that time, and we can use that as an advantage. The morning light is gray. The sun is blocked off by clouds obscuring the dawn's brightness. The sky above is gloomy. The sky is more gray than black, and it reminds me of that time 10 years ago. It should rain soon. An impure, gray sky. Beneath it stands that man.
君のことだ。必ず来ると思っていた。
He stares at her with cool eyes. Saka doesn't say anything and stares back at him.
それで、用意した策は何だ？何の手立てもなしで勝負を挑む君ではあるまい。
ああ、とりあえず。
驚いたな。私を失い、数日と経たずに新しいサーバントと契約したか。
Oh, nothing quite that blatant.
やれやれ。私もそうだが、君の移り気もなかなかのものだ。
構わないわシロ。あいつの挑発になんか乗らないで。
Don't let him provoke you either. She's asked me, still staring at Archer. But it's obvious looking at her face. She knows he's baiting her, but his words still hurt.
前から気に食わねえ野郎だと思っていたの。てめえ、少年から腐っているようだな。
おう、裏切りは勘に触るか、ランサー。自分が裏切られたわけでもないのに。
別にお嬢ちゃんに肩入れする気はねえよ。単にてめえみたいなサーバントがいるってことが気に食わねえだけだ。
英雄の誇りか。まったく、どいつもこいつも同じようなことばかりを口にする。あのキャスターでさえそんなくだらないものを持っていてな。死した身で今さら正直私には君たちの考えが理解できんよ。
ああ、しなくていいぜ。考える手間を省いてやる。
There's no more need for words. All that remains is the intent to kill. With Lancer sharp and Archer's calm. They are about 10 meters apart. The confrontation of the knights in blue and red is just like that of the night.
ランサー
Saka calls out into the blue bag.
お前たちは中に行け。こいつをぶっ倒したら俺も行ってやるからよ。
分かってる。けどランサー、アーチャーは。
ああ、手抜いてやる。あいつには土下座してお前に謝ってもらわなくちゃいけねえからな。
He speaks without turning, grinning at Archer.
ありがとう。助力に来てくれたのがあなたでよかった。
We go around the two as we head to the church. The guard Archer lets us through unchallenged. No, he has to let us through. Archer's already confronting Lancer. Lancer will pierce him if he lets us distract him. He can either attack us and leave himself open to Lancer, or he can fight Lancer and let us go. If he really is guarding this place, the choice would be obvious. It depends which you think would actually... It depends. Are you trying to guard it for as long as possible without letting anyone through? What is guard mean to you? Or are you trying to get the best chance of minimizing the impact on the inside? It depends which one you're trying to do. We run around the courtyard and open the door to the church without hesitation behind us.
まったく面倒なことになっちまったな。
何がだ、ランサー。
いや何、あんな顔で礼を言われた日にはそういうの困るだろ。おいそれと主を裏切れない身としちゃ少しばかり眩しいってもんだ。
随分と甘いのだな、ランサー。君は隣の芝生は青いという言葉を知っている。
何言ってやがる。なもん俺が知ってるわけねえだろうが。
Because you've never been on the other side. Or never even imagined the other. He seems really to dislike
悠長にやってる時間はないわ。ランサーがアーチャーと決着をつける前にキャスターを倒すわよ。
Oh, we'll see. Lancer really seems to hate betrayal, man. It's sort of defining for him at this
分
point.
かってる。ここから無駄口はなしだ。それと、本当にキャスターを任せていいんだな。
ええ。とことんまで追い詰められるだろうけど、それでも手は出さないで。白。
We go past the main area and head to the door leading to the courtyard. I won't hesitate if Tasaka says so. But I don't know if it's even possible for me to back Tasaka up, even if she's cornered. My opponent's Kyuzuki, and I won't be able to dodge his attacks if I'm paying attention to Tasaka. Caster's presence is getting closer. The church is filled with her magical energy, and she must not be hiding her powers anymore. I bet she already knows about our raid.
トレース。オン。
I carefully knit together the illusion using 8 steps. I'm getting the hang of it. My swords are within my hands. In a minute. I feel a light headache. Even though I'm getting used to it, it still takes a toll on my body. Projection is damaging my body deeper than I realized. And she's probably not a big fan of that. Was it my imagination? I think Tasaka hung her head for a second. We go down through the darkness. We run down the stairs and come out to an open area. And after that, we jump down to the temple, like I did before.
あら、飛び降りてくるなんてまるで猿ね。何を急いでいるのだか知らないけど、人間なんだから階段ぐらいは使いなさい。
I'm not really sure many of us are really human anymore. We land in the temple. This was supposed to be a surprise attack, but Caster greets us with composure. Kyuzuki Soritro is standing next to Caster. I don't feel any enmity or bloodlust from him. That's his battle posture. His clear murderous intent is hiding the scariness of that man. In that regard, he's more like an assassin than a servant assassin. And Saber is on top of that altar. She's just like she was 2 days ago. Saber hangs there, her head bowed. I'm relieved we made it, but on the other hand, I'm worried about why she's so quiet. I think Saber was in pain before. She was shivering and gasping, resisting Caster's magic with all her might. But she's dead silent now. I have a bad feeling. It's great that Assassin's not here, but if this bad feeling comes true, we won't be getting out of here alive.
来たわよ、キャスター。いろいろ考えたんだけど、やっぱりあなたには消えてもらうことにしたわ。
Oh, that's some good bravado.
目障りだし邪魔だし煩わしいし、何よりその格好が気に食わないのよね。今時紫のローブなんてどこの田舎者よって感じでさ。
Yeah, you can see what you're doing from a mile away. Will she, though? Tasaka insults Caster, hoping to break her composure. She slowly closes the distance between them as she talks, radiating confidence as she probably does not feel. I shouldn't be concerned about Saber either. Tasaka's facing Caster by going counterclockwise, so I walk clockwise. Caster and Kyuzuki, if we are to separate them, we have to attack them from different sides and isolate our enemies.
見逃してもらった分際で随分と勘違いをしたようね。今時の魔術師は皆こうイノシシ頭なのかしら。これではアーチャーが見限るのも当然ね。
Is she playing along or is she actually buying it? Well, it probably is a good idea for us to try to split them up back to back, because that means we never really have to worry about turning our back if we really need to, but they do. They would have to turn their back on one of us in order to fight the battle. Tasaka's insults must have worked as Caster's glaring at her. I move while she does. I move to the other side of Tasaka, to a place where I can attack Caster from behind. Forcing Kyuzuki to face me, I'm sure. Kyuzuki watches me in silence. I thought so. There's no way that this man would not notice our trick. Kyuzuki knows what's going on. That we are trying to isolate our enemies, and that Tasaka has some plan. Even with that in mind, he's letting Caster do as she wishes. It's not that Kyuzuki is controlled by Caster. He's acting of his own free will. But still, his passivity is like that of a puppet. A surfer skilled in magic, as the backup, and a master skilled in hand-to-hand combat. The roles are reversed, and I think their natures are reversed as well. Caster seeks the Holy Grail frantically, while the Master protects her without question. That makes me think. What if Caster was the Master, and Kuzuki was the servant who protected her? Maybe they wouldn't have fallen so low if that were the case. Really? I'm not sure that would have really made a difference. They're both still going to be like how they are. Saka glances at me. It's not like she treats Assassin very well. It means our positions are perfect. Then, the match will be settled when either one of us attacks. It doesn't matter if we get defeated or if Tasaka beats Caster before then. Our fight will end right here.
それじゃあ始めましょうか。あなたとの小競り合いもこれで3度目。いい加減ここで型をつけてあげる。
Tasaka takes a step towards Caster.
大きく出たわね。まさかとは思うけど、本気で私に勝てると思っているの？だとしたら腕比べどころの話じゃないわ。今回も見逃してあげるから、まずその少年を直してらっしゃいな。
そんなの勝てるに決まってるじゃない。だってそうでしょ。あなたみたいな三流魔術師に一流である私が負けるはずないんだもの。
Oh my. Oh my.
そう。なら仕方がないわ。
You can see Tasaka going into her, like, fucking with her, like, pose, like, or, like, confident pose, and Caster going out of it. That's telling.
その増長、厳しくしつける必要があるよね、お嬢さん。
They get ready at the same time. With a few more meters between them, they act like mirror images. That's the signal. I attack the defenseless Caster. And am intercepted. And of course, I'm stopped by Kuzuki. The ghost-like assassin is in front of me. I can't spare any attention for Caster and Tasaka's fight. He knows what I intend to do. He will not let me buy time. Letting out the snake that even cornered Saber, Kuzuki Sorichiro comes to take my life. I can hold him off for a minute at most. It should be the same for Tasaka. But originally, with our opponents reversed, we had no chance of victory. Close range fighting, or magic, we have no way to beat our opponents who surpass us in skill. But looking at the other way, we can at least put up a fight. Tasaka would be killed in an instant if she fought Kuzuki. I would be killed in an instant if I fought Caster. In contrast, we might not be able to win, but we won't be killed in an instant with this matchup. So in other words, there's a chance? So you're telling me there's a chance? The battle is not about how to beat one's opponent. Instead, it is a contest to see how long you can hold off an opponent of superior skill. No? Lancer and Archer fight? Yep. Okay, the two weapons clash. Twin swords in the lance, the attacks are executed to take their wielders' necks. There's no hesitation in those attacks. Each strike is meant to kill. Even Lancer makes no exceptions. Even though he told Tasaka and his ally that he would go easy, that becomes secondary once the battle starts. It merely means that if his lance happens to miss Archer's heart, oh well, and if that does not kill him instantly, he will refrain from finishing Archer off on the spot. Even in that case, his enemy will die in due time, but Lancer just needs to drag him to Tasaka Rin before that happens. Lancer does not care what happens after that. The red demonic lance invades the enemy territory. The lance breaks through Archer's defense each time it thrusts. It is not like that night. Archer cannot block Lancer's attacks now as he could then. It is only natural. This is their second battle. Lancer was under the command spell's bind to learn his enemy strengths. His master told Lancer.
お前は全員と戦い。だが倒すな。一度目の相手からは必ず生還しろ。
That is the only order he was given. He has followed such an unreasonable command, and this is his first battle without any binds. Therefore, it cannot be like the last battle. There's nothing binding Lancer, and Archer is now forced to fight the fastest heroic spirit. Well, okay. So basically they get to, like, say, oh, Lancer wasn't really trying before, so now he can be as strong as the story wants him to be. A strained voice escapes Archer's mouth. Even his hawk-like eyes cannot follow Lancer's spear. The lance's movement is a point to start with, and it is a flash of light now. He cannot discern the lance coming at him. Even Lancer's movements are becoming invisible now. He's been able to block such attacks until now because he had experienced them in the previous battle. He's doing what he can, using his inferiority as a weapon to block Lancer's Fury's onslaught. He's controlling where the attacks come. The Knight in Red limits the oncoming attacks by leaving a fatal opening. Of course, he will die if he does not dodge the attack. But if he can choose between instant death and getting slowly cut up, he prefers to risk instant death. Otherwise, it will have all been for nothing. Fortunately, Lancer's still taking Archer lightly. Or rather, he is lost in the joy of battle. If they are to keep on assaulting each other like this, he can think of another 30 ways to show an opening. Prediction using the information obtained, planning using cultivated battle experience. Those are the nerves of steel, the mind's eye that one obtains through training. This is nothing extraordinary. It is the only skill he possesses. It is not innate like Saber's instinct, but it is a simple weapon that anyone can gain through hard work. Lancer backs off and stops for a bit. He looks Red Archer over, as though dissatisfied. It is obvious who's going to win. Archer's no chance of victory in hand-to-hand combat. That has been obvious from the start. If Archer's an archer like his name states, this cannot be a match unless he's shooting from a long range. But still, he blocked the attacks. He is inferior and should not last a few more blows, but he blocked Lancer's full force attacks. Is Archer strong, or is Lancer going easy on him? He laughs. Archer is a mysterious servant. He can admit that Archer is strong in that regard, but it is unthinkable for Lancer to be going easy. The first attack was aimed at the neck to chop off his head. The second attack was aimed at the heart to destroy his body. He cannot be going easy. He shouldn't be. But it's certainly true that he wasn't trying to kill Archer. How does one know that this sort of fight is actually being serious? A battle between servants is a battle between noble phantasms. The fact that he's fighting Archer without using his is proof that he is going easy on him. The reason behind it must be the things he heard earlier. And the weapons clash harder than before. The two spring apart in the shower of sparks. A full force attack by Lancer is nullified by the full force attack by Archer. They are about 5 meters apart. It is a distance Lancer can close in an instant. The spearman in blue murmurs.
貴様、これだけの腕を持っていながらキャスターについたのか。貴様取りんならば、キャスターになぞ遅れは取るまい。
Lancer stops emitting murder's intent, but there's no opening in his stance. At that, Archer smiles a bit.
驚いたな。何を言い出すかと思えば、まだそんなことを口にするのか。
Yeah, I'm still thinking he's going like double agent. That's his idea.
ランサー、私は少しでも勝算の高い手段を取っただけだ。リンがどう思うと、私はこれ以外の手段はないと判断した。
Then again, I have a hard time believing that he said like, oh, I'm just gonna go in and help Rin and stuff like that. That Lancer could ever believe him. So it's not like he can stop this fight or anything. He speaks confidently with no sign of guilt. The Knight in Red shows no regret about betraying his master.
そうかよ。尋ねた俺がバカだったぜ。
Archer agrees. Lancer snorts and slowly raises the tip of his lance.
確かにお前は戦上手だ。そのお前が取った手段ならば、せいぜいうまく立ち回るだろう。だが、それは王道ではない。貴様の剣には、決定的に誇りが欠けている。
His fighting spirit roars out. Even faced with this, the Archer in Red still smiles.
ああ、あいにく誇りなどない身だからな。だが、それがどうした？英雄としての名が汚れる？そんな余分なプライドはな。
In an instant, the slightly relaxed atmosphere changes. The air freezes. The magical energy to disturb the order of the world, the demonic lance that inverts cause and effect, is raised. His murderous intent is incomparable to his previous one, though the tension must make it difficult to even breathe.
犬と言ったな、アーチャー。
And the world turns blue. The blue armored spearman growls in a voice that could drive the crows from the battlefield.
事実だ、空風林。英雄の誇りなど持っているのなら、今のうちに捨てておけ。
よく言った。ならば、お前が先に行け。
Lancer jumps back a great distance. It is no longer a matter of thrusting his lance. There are over 100 meters between them now. Lancer leapt back to the entrance of the clearing and crouches on all fours like a beast. Archer's senses freeze. Is it fear? Or awe? Either way, Archer understands right away the meaning of Lancer's retreat. He knows that his enemy's next attack is literally a fatal attack.
ゲイボルクの能力は効いているな。
Lancer's, with his limbs on the ground, raises his waist. It's just like a sprinter waiting for the signal gun. Archer has no reply to spare. The knight in red throws away his swords and immerses himself in his own mind. But will he make it? Lancer's posture. If his demonic lance is just like the legend, a noble phantasm to block it cannot be anything superficial.
行くぞ。この一撃。手向けとして受け取るがいい。
The Blue Panther runs. Even his after images blur. Lancer speeds Archer like a whirlwind. There are 100 meters between them. Lancer's not going to thrust his lance, using that whole distance to gain speed. The blue figure crouches. After running 50 meters in an instant, the spearman suddenly leaps from the ground. Oh, his body flies through the air. Oh, this song. I remember this song with the Excalibur and such. He holds the demonic lance, said to always pierce the heart once it is thrust over his head. Space distorts, according to legend. The lance scatters numerous spearheads once it is released. In other words,
Gate?
The lance of causality joins with the words to form a tapestry of action. The spearman in blue arches his back as if drawing a bow. And he smashes down the attack with a roar. This noble phantasm is a throwing attack by nature. The lance that never misses the heart. A cursed noble phantasm that cannot be avoided and will attack the enemy, even if it misses. This is Gaebong, Lance of Destruction, possessed by the hero that never lost in his lifetime. As it is hurled using all Lancer's magical energy, it can be neither dodged nor blocked. Therefore, it is fatal. There is no way for anyone to survive once they are targeted by this demonic lance. The bullet approaches. In a split second, the knight in red closes his eyes as if accepting his death.
I am the bone on my soul.
No, this again. The Thorn of Light blazes forth. And right before the Thorn of Destruction coming from the heavens strikes Archer.
No. Ah, yes!
The true name. Its true name shakes the very air as it is spoken. The lance crashes into the shield. The lance of death that penetrates every wall and outmaneuvers any evasion. The lance has been stopped. Radiating a storm of heat, the lance of sure kill is stopped by Archer's noble phantasm. The 7 flower petals appear from the empty space and shield Archer from the demonic bullet. Who would know? The shield is Aias, the only shield said to repel the javelin of the great hero in the Trojan War. There are several berries shaped like flower petals, and each layer is as strong as the castle wall. It is a boundary field, noble phantasm, that's said to be invincible against projectile weapons. A lance thrown will be defeated by the shield without penetrating even one of the petals. At the very least, Archer does not know of a lance that can penetrate the shield. But the lance sure kill drills with the shield like it's nothing. And the 6th petal is destroyed. Only one remains. The demonic lance reaches the 7th layer that's never been broken. The unstoppable thorn of the demonic lance. In the face of that power, with a roaring spirit, Archer puts all his magical energy into the noble phantasm. Crack. Shatter. After landing, Lancer glares at the servant in front of him. Archer has wounds all over his body. His raised arm is barely attached. His face is strained in pain, not only from the wounds on the arm, but also from the agony in his head.
驚いたな。アイアスを貫通しうる槍がこの世にあろうとは。君のそれはオリジナルのグングニルを上回っている。
And the knight in red praises the spearman in blue from the bottom of his heart. But Lancer does not hear him. His strongest attack, the attack that made him into a hero, has been blocked. He's so angry that his glare should be able to kill someone. But the anger is almost erased by his wonder. This is too strange. It's true that Archer is a mysterious servant. His identity is unknown, he carries twin swords even though he's an archer, and now he shows a shield that can even block Lancer's strongest attack. This is absurd. There's no such hero on this planet.
貴様、何者だ？
ただの旧兵だが、君の見立ては間違いではない。
ざれ言を。旧兵が宝具を防ぐほどの盾を持つものか。
場合によっては持つだろう。だが、それもこのざまだ。魔力の大部分を消費したというのに、腕をやられ、アイアスも完全に破壊された。まったく、私が持ち得る最強の守りだったのだがな、今のは。
Lancer only glares at Archer. Then,
それより、気づいたか、ランサー。キャスターめ、存外に苦戦していると見える。
I mean, was she...
こちらに向けられていた監視が止まった。
Oh, was she actively supervising this before? Archer raises both his hands as if in surrender.
そうかよ。そうじゃねえかとは思ったけどな。
無論だ。言っただろう。勝率の高い手段だけをと。
Ooh. Are you suggesting what I think you are?
とことん気に食わねえ野郎だな、てめえ。
I mean, if he's going betrayal again, I can imagine why Lancer saying that. Saying so, Lancer turns his back to Archer. His work is done. His role of keeping Archer busy is meaningless now. Okay, there's no more need for him to side with Sakarin. The spearman in blue starts to walk away and lays down in the grass to wait and see. Interlude out. I desperately parry the oncoming fist. Kuziki fists are live snakes. Even if I barely dodge them, they change their paths to come bite me. That's why Saber was seriously wounded. Saber was bitten by Kuziki's snakes because she had the reflexes to dodge them. But I don't have such reflexes. I can't dodge them first of all, and I can't even see his fist. I can't dodge them when I can't even see his fist. My shoulder. Kuziki's Kuziki's fist grazed my left collarbone. Oh, that's the one that got hurt, right? Ooh. Oh, shoot, my bad. It's just like a bush hammer. It feels as if my shoulders are being crushed, and I almost dropped my swords. I buried and parried the fist, going for my temple using the sword in my right hand. I desperately retreat. I pitifully retreat while Kuziki closes in, not revealing any hints of how he advanced. I shudder at his stance. I won't be able to withstand the next attack. It's miraculous that I was able to parry the attacks until now. It does not feel real. and I hoped that I'd be able to protect myself and buy time for Tasaka until she defeated Caster, but such hope disappeared after I took the first blow. Kuzuki Soichiro took our previous battle into account. I was able to fend off Kuzuki as he attacked Tasaka back then, so I thought I'd be able to fend him off again if I had Archer's twin swords. But, in other words, it means that I won't be able to do anything without them. Kuzuki knows that. What he did in the first battle was try to take the swords away from me. What he did first in this battle, the sword in my right hand is destroyed. The fist, a strength in the caster's magic, shatters my sword with a few blows. I immediately reproduce the short sword. I can hope for high results with force projection, a quickly prepared sword. As a result, the twin swords start to lose their precision. I can't breathe right. I frantically ply Kuzuki's fist with the short swords. I just followed the twin swords and got being Archer, and Michiro's limbs have far exceeded the limits of his body. And then there's this headache. Something scraped away inside of me every time I project something. It's not the sensation of using magical energy. It feels like my precious magic circuits are disappearing one by one every time I make a sword. I'm almost all out. I might be able to make 2 more. I'll die when my magical energy runs out. But first of all, can I even stay alive until my magical energy runs out? I'm pulling away. Kuzuki's right fist, the fist he had been using, was suddenly thrust like a lance. I shielded my chest with my blades. In that instant, the swords were destroyed and the impact flung me away. I feel something hard in my back. I must have been pushed about 5 meters. I try to draw breath and realize that I can't. The penetrating impact is on my heart. I can't breathe. I can't move. It's only for a few seconds. In the few moments it takes my heart to resume its work. The devil approaches. And this is it. This man could kill me if I drop my guard for only a second. With me like this, he has time to do it 6 times over. I glare at the enemy. Even if my limbs won't move, there's something I can do. First of all, I'm not suited for melee combat. Am I suited for any sort of combat? I don't know. Oh, I don't fucking know. Am I suited for archery combat? Is that what the game wants to tell me? I mean, sure, his weapon has always been his magic, has it? Okay, sure. Sure it has, buddy. Then, it's not over yet. My roles to keep Kuzuki busy. I can't give up without fulfilling my role. The sound didn't come from right in front of me. The image of the sword disappears from my mind. Kuzuki, who's approaching to twist off my neck, stops. Oh, did he say hand-to-hand combat? No, melee, which would include the sword. Sorry, I was sort of almost thinking he meant fist combat. No. And his magic was bringing the swords back, but okay, what's happening? Something's happening behind Kuzuki. To Rin and Caster. It happened to Caster with the altar behind her. Did it? Oh, another interlude, okay. Tasaka's also at a disadvantage. No, her burden is greater as she fully understands the difference in their powers. Caster puts her fingers with a composed expression. The magic is arrow, play, win. Caster does not need to cast her magic. For a witch that live in the age of the gods, incantations are unnecessary to connect herself with the world. Caster is always surrounded by divine mysteries of ancient lore. For Caster, magic is something she commands. It is just like ordering her guard dog to attack. She nullifies it with her treasure jewel. She does not have the time to cast a spell, and she cannot match Caster with simple magic from the magic crest. Their skills as magi are as far apart as heaven and earth. To bridge that gap, she must use the power she spent a long time gathering. Crystallization of magical energy that she stored since she was born as a magus. For this battle, she's prepared to use all 9 jewels remaining from the original 10.
けなげに頑張ること。そんな奥の手があるとは思わなかったわ、お嬢さん。
Right, those jewels. She used those against Berserker in the last route, right? Like a large amount of them at least. Even though her magic is nullified by pure magical energy, Caster keeps her smile. Caster can continue using magic indefinitely. While the girl must suppose Caster is using jewels as amplifiers, the difference between them is self-evident. No matter how many jewels she might have, it cannot be more than 10 or 20. There is no way Caster can be defeated with such a small arsenal. She nullifies the electric charge with the 7th jewel. She has 6 jewels left. 6 more spells from caster, her last resort would be exhausted.
あら、綺麗に防ぎきるのね。本当にけなげ。自分だけ守っていれば石を使い切ることもないでしょうに。
She does not react to the giggling voice and takes out another jewel to get ready for the next attack. As caster says, the jewel will not break if she uses it to protect only herself. The jewel should be able to protect her about 3 times. But she can't do that. Caster's magic covers the whole temple once it is cast. Yuzuki should be protected by caster, but he's an exception. But she cannot nullify caster's spell before it's completed. Emiya Shiro, who's keeping Yuzuki Soichiro busy, will burn and die. Yeah, that's probably something she doesn't want. Therefore, it is meaningless to protect just herself. Also, from a tactical point of view, because Yuzuki's being, distracted. She cannot allow him to die like that, and besides, the whole plant revolves around Shiro, keeping Yuzuki busy.
まだ守りきるつもり？大した信念ですけど、それもいつまで持つかしらね。
Caster moves her finger. She makes the first move this time. Her jewels will run out and she will be killed if she keeps defending. Caster's magic in her jewels. The magical energy contained in them is the same, so it means she can beat Caster if she makes the first move. But there's no way to exceed Caster's spell casting. If Tasaka wins the fastest because she can perform magic directly by releasing the jewels, Caster is also the fastest because she's capable of creating divine mysteries with one word. There's no first move in their battle. This is merely a clash of power against power. The first one to run out of magical energy will die. Then, perhaps the one with a limited amount of jewels will be the one to die. Okay, you actually have a plan here, Tasaka. She just needs to force her way through. Is that gonna work? She releases a barrage of jewels to penetrate Caster's magical energy. Jewels 5, 3, and 4 are released in succession. Moreover, she uses the treasured 4th jewel to add a synergetic effect. The magic is beyond her limits. You can't use magic surpassing your own level. The one who said that is breaking the rule to execute this attack. The attack will destroy not only the temple, but the whole church if Caster does not defend against it. But the witch in purple blocks it like nothing. Well, I hope that wasn't your big plan, Rin. No, she did not just nullify it. Caster has swallowed all of her magical energy inside of her room. Oh my goodness. Did she take the magical energy for herself too? Saka stands there in astonishment. Behind her, she can hear the sound of his defeat. Sounds of breaking swords and body slamming against the wall. The match is about to be settled. There's nothing she can do and her body sways. She staggers forward as if overwhelmed by despair.
あら、これで終わり？まだ手持ちの宝石はあるのでしょ？
She has no spirit to answer her. No matter how many jewels she may have, that was her greatest attack. Why not use 5 jewels? 7 jewels? Even if that attack is useless, she cannot hurt Caster even if she has 100 jewels.
そう。ようやく理解したようね。何をしようが私にはかなわないと。ええ。それだけでもあなたに価値を与えましょう。
She stops herself from falling, holding in her nausea with her hand, and glares at Caster.
悔しい？けれどこれが現実よ。むしろ誇りなさい。遊んであげたとはいえ、あなたはこの私に魔術戦をさせたのだから。
Then Caster points at her, as if to pronounce her death sentence.
消えなさい。あの坊やが私のマスターに倒されるのは時間の問題。その前に。
Caster slowly whispers her death. That opening. She's been waiting for this. She only needs to say one phrase to release it. She hangs her head and smiles as she murmurs. Interlude out. I doubt my own eyes for a second. Tasaka and Caster. Their battle of magic has ended with Tasaka's defeat. Tasaka slowly staggers forward, as if asking for Caster's forgiveness. Caster released her magic to finish her off. And at that instant, Tasaka nullified the magic. That's fine. That's not surprising. The surprise came after that. Tasaka charged in and attacked Caster. Tasaka throws herself into Hellfire. Oh, is this her plan? Nullifying the magic and using his cover, she attacks Caster. Caster's surprise is that of a Magus. She could not have predicted that a Magus defeated magic would attack with bare hands. I didn't expect it either, so it must be like heresy for Caster, who's excellent at magic. It's not just some desperate move. Tasaka closes in and hits Caster in the chest with a move from Chinese martial arts. A shattering sound. Tasaka's fist must be strengthened like Yuzuki's, as her attacks easily penetrates Caster's defenses.
魔術師のくせに殴り合いなんて。
ホワイ肉様、今時の魔術師ってのは護身術も必修科目よ。
Remind me never to fight her hand to hand. I'm fascinated by her combination. Tasaka drops after the first attack. Putting her hands on the floor, she sinks below Caster's knees. To Caster, who lacks any experience in hand-to-hand combat, it must look like Tasaka disappeared. She executes a strong sweep. She lashes out at her foot with all her might, as if to cut off Caster's legs. Her feet sweep from beneath her, and Caster lands at her back, giving a little high-pitched yep. But it doesn't end. After the sweep, Tasaka gets up with her back turned towards Caster, using the turning momentum attack with her elbow hands. Stopping her turning, Tasaka punches her with all her weight. Caster's body is knocked away. Taking the punch directly, Caster smashes the wall like me. Probably doesn't handle it nearly as well either. Oh, you look like you're having fun there, Caster. With her back towards the wall, Caster moves dizzily. Okay, I need to do something to stop Kuzuki from going to her, like, protection. Right? Something. Something, anything. They're separated. Tasaka kicks the ground to cover them a few meters between them. The match is settled. Caster cannot move and her wounds seem fatal. The battle only lasted a moment. The match is decided within 5 seconds after her smash hit the wall by Kuzuki. Caster doesn't have the energy to fight back. Tasaka runs to Caster with saber-like speed and executes her finishing blow. Strengthening of a few seconds using magic. Tasaka intends to fight Caster like this from the start. Caster only saw Magus in Tasaka. She challenged Caster at magic so she could achieve her one-time surprise attack. And the plan worked. Caster had been deceived and had lost completely. Tasaka has won the battle against the servant. So much for all that discussion about don't fight a servant. You can never win against a servant. Never fight a servant. You never win. I guess Caster's sort of the exception. Because of the nature of her. Yes.
Yeah,
oh, I needed to... Fuck, I got distracted by the winning. It is, if not for this man's monstrous ability. Tasaka ran to Caster like a hurricane. He ran like the devil's wind. Tasaka stomps. Kuzuki Soichiro, the one who's in front of me until now, is standing in front of Caster. Tasaka moves. The instant Tasaka feels death, jumps back and shields herself. Kuzuki attacks. The blew me away, strikes Tasaka in the face. You okay? She got her face with both her arms and jumped back, but she's still sent flying. Tasaka smashes into the wall opposite of me, her arms dangling as if broken. Yeah, says the person who hasn't killed me yet. He speaks plainly. But that's not Tasaka's fault. The reason she lost her chances because of me. If I had kept Kuzuki busy, Tasaka would have beaten Caster. Fuck, this is my fault. My weak fighting skills were unable to stand up to Kuzuki's ability, and our once-in-a-lifetime opportunity was lost. Caster regains consciousness. Protected by Kuzuki, Caster looks around the temple. This is it. The surprise attack won't work on Caster anymore. Tasaka's tired and can only project 2. And I can only project 2 more swords. If Caster uses her in this situation, we will never make it out of here alive.
感謝しますわマスター。あなたがいなければ あのまま倒されていました。
世辞はいい。今はセーバーを起こせ。甘く見ていい相手ではなさそうだ。
ええ、的確な判断ですわ、マスター。
Caster points to the woman on the altar. Okay, what do we do now? The visible binding of the curse. The only thing I can think of is getting saved by like Archer or something. And when Caster tries to release it.
ああ、それがあと数秒ほど早ければな。
Oh, yeah. Above me. I hear a soft voice from the stairs leading up. It is Caster that notices the strange event first. Kuzuki does not notice. It is because Kuzuki cannot detect magical energy. Caster moves. Above her master. Above Kuzuki Sochiro's head are floating numerous swords.
総一郎。
She must have figured that her injuries will prevent her from blocking them with magic. Caster uses her body to protect her master.
トレース。オン。
The murmuring voice from above says those words. And the sound ends. The swords appearing in midair come down, at one target and pierce one body. The numerous blades rip and tear the meat, then disappear like an illusion. What's left are traces of blood. It's... Having become his shield of her own free will, she now turns her bloody body to the man behind her. Kuzuki is silent. In front of him is the skewered servant. Maybe there's no need to hide it now. The robe is removed from her head, and the woman walks over to her master with a bare face. Did she always have, like, whitish hair? Her body's collapsing. I thought it was, like, purple. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. Maybe I'm just confusing her robe. I don't know. With a dying body, the woman looks up at her master, who has not twitched a brow. Her slender fingers run across the expressionless face. Her voice seems clear. There's no change in Kuzuki. He only answers with a simple yes, and does not even look at Caster.
よかった。あなたに死なれては。
She looks as if it is fine. No, the woman smiles, knowing what kind of man he is.
でも、残念です。
The fingers running along his cheek. All down. Beginning at her toes, Caster's body is disappearing.
悲嘆することはない。お前の望みは私が代わりに果たすだけだ。
She smiles at the simple answer. She smiles as if seeing a short-lived dream.
それはダメでしょうね。だって、私、さっきまで叶っていたんですから。
And the witch collapses, as if going to sleep. The purple robe falls. The robe without its wearer fades and disappears as if following her. Kuzuki does not even look at her. His attention is focused on the man above. The knight in red who should be above me. I get a headache. It's not just because I've abused projection. The muttered spell. The spell he said is smashing my brain with nausea. Trace on. That's what he said. He said the exact words of the spell that shouldn't be used by anyone else but me. Marcher comes down the stairs and stands in the temple. Sasaki is watching him with surprise.
あーちゃ、もしかしたらって思ってたけど、そういうこと？
Archer does not answer. He's only watching his enemy, Kuzuki.
獅子心中の虫か。初めからこれを狙っていたな。アーチャー。
ああ。だが、どちらかといえば、トロイの木馬だろう。倒すべきがギリシャの英傑であったのだからな。例え話としては、そちらの方がふさわしい。
Archer shows no guilt even though he had betrayed Castor right in front of us.
そうか。お前のような男を引き込んだキャスターの落ち度だったな。
Kuseki does not change his tone even in front of a betrayer. He still has the will to fight. He's not a matches and he's lost to Castor. Or he's lost Castor, but he has the will to continue fighting. He readies himself. As Castor's gone, Kuseki's strength must have dropped substantially. His snake is still there, but Castor's strengthening that made his fist into steel is gone. But still, Kuseki faced Archer like before.
そうか。続けるというのなら止めはしない。
Archer readies his twin swords. Their duel has begun. Is that alright? Kuseki said he had no interest in the Holy Grail. A master in name only, he merely went along with Castor. Then there's no reason for him to fight now that Castor's gone.
待て、どうして続けるんだクズキ。あんたはキャスターの言いなりになってただけだろう。キャスターはもういないんだから戦う理由はないはずだ。
I glare at them, gritting my teeth against the pain. Kuseki narrows his eyes a bit.
そうだ。戦う理由などない。お前と同じく私は聖杯などに興味はなかったからな。
なら。
だがこれは私が始めたことだ。
That's it? That's all the reason he has. The battle starts. The battle that should end in one blow. Even Kuseki has superhuman fighting abilities. He's fighting his servant. He can't be a match just by being superhuman. Well, he's fighting a melee-based servant. Even though this is called a battle, it is actually just disposal of the loser. I suppose he doesn't have any strengthening like Tasaka did too. The fate of the loser is the battle between masters to kill and be killed, and that is the end that they all have to be ready for. One shouldn't fight at all if they cannot accept that. But still. Shoot, I guess save. Probably. Why not try to stop them? What's wrong with stopping them if I can? If I can save him, what is wrong with wanting to prevent his death if I can? I don't care if I'm called soft-hearted. I know it's just hypocrisy. Defeat another master means killing them. We've all prepared to kill each other. I know how unfair it is to stop them now. But still. I decide to fight so that I can save people. I cannot ignore a life that can be saved.
やめろ。勝負はついた。これ以上は。
I suppress my headache and try to stop them. And at that instant, Kuseki moves. Kuseki must have taken my voice as a signal as he rushes Archer in a flash and lashes out his temple. Any ordinary man would have had skull crush, but Archer does not dodge it. It has moves. His head moves from the impact. The knight in red takes Kuseki's blow and pierces Kuseki Soricho's chest at the same time. And there's only silence. I don't know if that's a bad end, but I think just in terms of timing, that's probably going to be a good place to end it. Okay, Archer back on our side, technically. Okay. Okay. Trojan horse is right. That's not a bad comparison. Okay, well, I will see you all next time. Drive safely, everyone.